Oh, good morning. It's Monday. It's not yet 8 o'clock, is it? It might be. Might be. Starting another week. We had the day off yesterday, but starting the last of our tech before performances. Now today is Monday. We haven't gotten through the end of the show. We will do so this afternoon, and then I'm so hoping we get a run through this evening. I think we all are hoping for that. Because tomorrow is another full day of working on it, and then tomorrow night is the invited dress rehearsal, which is always a major event on Broadway. To get the pass to come to the invited dress is a big deal. No assigned seats. You have to kind of get there, line up early to get a seat because we all have those tech tables. Although the establishing shot I'm using on this video is a view from the stage into the auditorium that I took Saturday morning of all the tech tables before everyone got there because wardrobe was in early, but most other departments didn't start till a little later because they'd been staying later, coming in early, and they were already going into the overtime and cha-ching, so I was able to stand on the stage and look at a very empty auditorium full of tech tables. So invited dress is everyone kind of camped out upstairs because we're still teching through all the elements downstairs at an invited dress rehearsal. So that happens on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday, rehearsal afternoon, either with clothes, without, probably with. Uh, when do we prep them? Because Wednesday night is our first audience, first preview of this brilliant, wonderful, beautiful show. So it's going really well. But here's my to-do list for today when I get into the theater. First of all, we have all of the understudy clothes, what we have, and we haven't even looked at any of those. And I'm like this with that because Broadway is still testing constantly for COVID. Shows are still like, he got it, she got it, they got it, on stage, off stage people. He's out, they're out, they're out. Funny Girl has been plagued with it this week. They got a new leading lady, and she's out with the Cocos already, 2 days, 3 days in. So I'm like, because we haven't done a full run through, and it could any minute be like, yeah, and by the way, one of your lead actors, they're out. There are understudy clothes, we think, for the 6 things they wear, but I don't know. We haven't even gotten close to figuring those out, sorting those, labeling those. But we have to move those from the lower lobby in the front of the house, which doesn't connect to the basement, so up through the backstage, up through the auditorium, down into the front of the house to get those, up again and bring them down to the basement to where they're going to be stored in our very cramped Das Boot basement. Should get that banged out this morning with the rest of the gang. I know everyone was anxious to have that happen. Okay, then I gotta refit the Jacob pants in the top and see if the new rigging on that worked. Dylan, the cover, who does a double thing at the end, I need to get the hat for him, and I don't think I have the glasses for him at this point. I have to get that one suit of Ludwig and get that into the dryers because they want to beat it up so it doesn't look so pristine and break down the wool on that a bit, so that's got to go in the dryer with tennis balls to bounce it around for a while. And a chenille throw. My supervisor brought in the chenille throw that she and her dog live with so we can get it a little roughed up, fuzzied up a little bit. I got to put snaps on the Percy vest so it's a quick rig. We take off the buttons. You sew female snaps on the underside, and then on the back you put the male snaps, and then you sew the buttons back to the top of it so it looks practical for the quick rig for that. I've also got a quick rig his second dress shirt. Same story down the front with an elastic in the cuff on the button so the elastic can slip his arm in and out. Got to label his top coat before I forget to do that. Jackie the double for the end of it. I got to get laundry up to the dressing room for her because she's on my level. They handed Anthony some new gloves. I got to get a label in those. I've got to list what props live in Percy's jacket so I know that they're there every night. I've got to relabel a couple of shelves and a hat that I wrote Seder, and I spelled Seder. I spelled it Sedar, not Seder. Oy, my bad. Also, I got to add to my notes that Nathan needs a hanky in that jacket pocket inside. And the stage left quick change. I need to look at with my other dressers on. We need a second clip light in there. It's too dark. What are the power strips like in there? I think it's going to be a stage hands have to do a thing to get us some power in there before we can get another clip light, which is probably going to come from them also. We're going to need a shoe bag in there with a lint roller, with a whisk brush for wool if we got one, the wet wipes to wipe out the insides of the hats. Haven't even thought about the sewing supplies and, threads and needles for quick repairs in that booth that need to happen. We're going to need a steamer in there. I don't know that we're going to get an ironing board or an iron in there. I think it's going to just be a steamer. And that's the to-do list when I walk in this morning. It's going great. But we got through all of my changes. Okay, a couple of them are fast. Not crazy, but the actors are also a little on edge because they have wig changes and hair changes, and I'm going from, I gotta get the gray out of the beard and go back to this other thing, and wigs is involved. So it was just a matter of doing the ballet. So we've done it, and we're going to continue to do it. So I got to get off of this video and get my ass to work. All right, happy Monday, bye.